Welcome to Politics 101. We're going to talk about education today. Now, education is what you make of it. Here's why. Now, you have the public school system, you have the private school system, whatever private school it may be. Okay? They all have their individual curriculums. Okay? Those families or people that attend there, they're paying for a certain curriculum. That's what their money can afford. As far as the public school, universities and colleges, okay, that are public, here is what's going on. There's a certain narrative that is being taught in public schools. Doesn't matter where your school is, what part of the country. They all have their own narrative that they want to teach. They all have their own values that they want to get across to another generation, be it good or be it bad. That is going to be up to the parents to decide whether or not their children are going to be taught properly. Now, the word properly is always open to interpretation. All right? Yes, you elect members of your school board or school district. All right? If they are appointed by the governor of your state, fine. That's a whole different other route. Okay? Anyone that's appointed is catering to the individual that appointed them. Just as easy as they were appointed, they can be removed. So you have to pay something back to your benefactor. All right? Something to think about. Now, let's move on to the other part of the curriculum that isn't touched by the public or a private academy where those families that can afford it can pay. It is called learning outside of the curriculum. That means the parents are going to have to teach something at home. All right? Not everyone has the same values as your culture. Whatever culture that you belong to, if it's not reflected in the history books, then you had better get started teaching the truth. Teach all the truth, not just a selective narrative. All of it. A good education will help your children and yourself make more informed decisions. Because when you know where certain thinking comes from, you can combat that thinking with more openness and education upon yourself. See, the government cannot control what you teach in your house. They cannot. As my dad said, and he told me well, he said the best education that you will ever receive is not the one found in the book. Okay? Yes, you can learn your facts and things, whatever you want in your curriculum, whatever you want, anytime you want. But when you open your mind and you start thinking away from what the public schools and the private schools are teaching, and that's going to help you. It's going to help you a lot. So never, ever just think that education in schools doesn't mean anything. Of course it means something. But you need to evaluate what they are teaching and hold those in office accountable. Okay, so without a good education, you lock yourself out. Math, science, you lock yourself out. You don't want to get on English. Guess what? You got to be able to communicate and write and be able to carry on a intelligent conversation. Now that word intelligent, you have to be able to deal with people that don't look like you sometimes. And you have to be culturally sensitive. All right? You have to think about that. That's something that they don't teach in school. That's an example of something that you learn outside of the book.